Yo, 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 what up, my friends? Good morning, good morning, good morning. Let me turn this music off. Take a screenshot. Do a little something real quick. And music, where are you? Music button gone. All right, let's go. It's time to make some money. Time to make some money. And yes, is that handsome DFSnDonuts on Twitch. It's me. Yeah, these are yesterday's YouTube plays. Like, I don't know what we're doing. At this point, we got to be believers, right? Goodness gracious. Goodness gracious. I just had an idea. I'm going to send my developer a quick message. All right, cool. I just had an idea. I just want to send it to my developer because, man, when my mind is humming along like this, I don't want people to miss out on the updates we're going to have coming here soon. Yeah, so let's do a quick recap and then we'll make some more bets. If you have not tuned into this show before, that's exactly what I do in the show. I am going to recap the previous day and then I'm going to make a bunch of live bets again. So you're getting like 8 to 12 picks every single show so far. In the first few days, I mean, I was making 20, 25 or so because I was excited, but we've definitely toned it down over the last, I'd say 3 or 4 shows, going like, 8 to 12 picks per on the show year. It's been great. I mean, we're eight shows in here or so and 8 days of profit. I don't know how else to do it. I mean, this is unbelievable. It's been quite the stretch. I'm going to be using my new website, mysparryedge.com, with all my betting tools. All these tools are connected to your My Bets tracker. And let's get to it. There's your picks. There's your recaps. Moving on. Let's go make some bets. I'm going to start here with the Sharp Money Radar, my favorite thing under the sun to use right now. And let's see if we can find any bangers. And right off the rip, we've got a great play. Oh, my gosh. Bally Bet is available in New York. This is my state selected. Minus 132. That is 16 cents better than Profit X. There's $2,800 being bet on Kyle Kuzma to score 12 plus points on Profit X this morning. And I'm getting 16 cents better on the dollar. That's insane. Yes. So for this show purposes, all I do is I simply, and look, we added the default amounts now. And that was also, if you go to your bet tracker, you can now view by either your financial dollar per unit or just your units. So pretty cool. Pretty cool. Nice addition. Nice addition. This continues to get updated and changed. Very excited about what that's becoming. Let's see. Isaiah Collier. Is it Collier or Collier? Somebody from a Utah Jazz fan or somebody who actually watches these games live. I can't do it. Here's the deal. Okay. I tried to be extremely selective on my plays. And while this is 11 cents better, all right, it is 11 cents better. It only has $483 of liquidity coming in on this play. Like we're kind of at the borderline, the barrier, the hurdle, and we've got to clear it with a financial backing. And about $500 is kind of my minimum. That's when you start to see lines start to get shaped over on these exchanges. And then usually the money will flow in and start to mess around with the retail lines. The odds over there in retail books, definitely on Pick'em. Right around $500 is when you start to see that indicator. Somebody asked that the other day. I was like, is that true sharp money? It's like, no, not really. That's not sharp. That's not a sharp volume of money, but it is an indicator. It's a signal. It's not like the other one where we saw $2,800 on it. Like that's a much better play. This is more of like a signal flare. Like this could be an indication that, things are going to start humming along here for Isaiah Collier. By the way, he's been scoring at will here lately because he's getting good opportunity. You can see his shot volume. Very rare for him. Usually a pass first guy. We've got a bunch of games here recently with a bunch of shots going up. And look at his assists going down. 5 of the last 7 games? Because no one else on his team can shoot the basketball. Everybody who's good has been out. They're sitting everybody. It's crazy. It's crazy. So that's an interesting one. Earlier this morning, somebody found a Kevin Porter Jr. play over, I think it was 5.5 assists or 6.5. They posted it inside the MySparry Edge chat inside Discord. They had minus 110 odds or something like that when the rest of the sharp money was on like minus 130. I can't remember the specifics, but like what a find. And all they did was use the sharp money radar. No Giannis. You're going to get Kevin Porter Jr. getting all the usage he wants out there. Even his rebounds and assists is probably interesting if you're researching and just want to play something. Everybody and anything against Utah. And honestly, a little bit going back the other way against Milwaukee. This is very much, they have literally said, let's shut down Giannis. They're going to start tanking too. Kyle Kuzma rebounds. Has he ever got 5 in his entire life? My gosh. What happened? 25-minute. I had a 25-minute on. What happened to Kyle Kuzma? Maybe I don't have him mapped. Look at his rebounds. So yesterday we played this at 4.5, the day before 4.5, the day before 4.5, and so on and so forth. And it's been free. It's been absolutely free. Hard Rock right now, minus 154. Kyle Kuzma under 4.5 boards. Juice to the under. I mean, crazy juice everywhere. You're paying quite the tax there to get that play. But still, even still, it has continued to be absolutely free. Un momento, por favor. Stepping on like a rock in my office. This has been a really nice play, 3.5. You could probably play it at plus odds if you choose. Anyways, back to this. So, I like it. I'm not against it. Just understand that like a play like this, I don't think you really need to do that. You just don't really need to do that. Like if you sit around all day, literally just sit here all day, you're going to have dozens and dozens and dozens of plays with $1,000 liquidity, $2,000, $3,000, 10 cent, 15 cent, 20 cent differential. I mean, yesterday on the live show, we got 9 bets in. I'd say, I think 5 or 6 of them are from the sharp money radar, being selective. So just track things like this. I mean, you do what you want. I put the helpful hints here on the site. This is very specific to how I use the site. So if you ever use this, maybe give these a look on every page. Helpful hints. Yeah, no joke, man. No joke. It's so helpful. It's not even funny. Dr. J, make sure you select your state. You got to select your state correctly. In certain books, that's the book. That's not the deep link. Like FanDuel, every time you deep link has you log in. So it's, we can't control what the sports books do. I don't even have money line selected. I'm just not. Listen, I talked about this a little bit. Oh, by the way, let's look at. Yeah, all right. So, I don't play plays like this. They're fake good, in my opinion. So, Koulibaly. So, yeah, the fixed price for better, minus 118, 3 picks, is better than Novig at minus 123. But Novig only has $276 liquidity. There's only 300 over here. Pass. So, I pass on this. I personally pass on this. I mean, would I use this for a 3 pick if I were on better? Yeah, I don't play on better, but yeah, I probably would. $1,000 backing at minus 120. You got to bend the knee a little bit on some of these pick 'em apps. So not a lot of value. We already got 1 play in to start our show, and we're just going to keep on going. Let me add, he said, Moneyline's got some goodies this morning. Okay, well, I don't have, was that college? I'm just not doing it. Y'all can do it. I know. What a terrible decision it is for me to not select right now, to not have NCAA selected on March Madness week, the initial start of March Madness. I'm so stupid, right? Like my show would do so much better, but I just don't. You are likely not having this selected. If you unselect this longer than whale, you will start to see absurd money on some of these plays. And I'll let it refresh here in a second as the updates go for the API, excuse me. But those aren't good plays. It's just going to show you where money is, which you're welcome to look at, which is why we don't force you to have to use this tool in a certain way, because some people like to use it, their own way here. And this is what I'm talking about. You're going to see absurd amounts of money and really dumb plays, in my opinion. And like, this is not good. And let me explain this. So right now, Michigan State, the Spartans are getting a plus 180. Somebody got it at a plus 118, or actually, Polymarket is peer-to-peer, correct? I haven't used it. Peer-to-peer, $120,000 sitting there. Somebody has to take the minus 118 liquidity for him to have, or this person, or persons, to be able to have any of that be an executed bet. You are getting 20 cents worse if you want to take this action here on a different book. So, like, if I wanted to be like, whoa, some sharp is laying 120K on the minus 16.5 for Michigan State, I got to take a minus 102. I don't know if that's for me. I just don't know if that's for me. That's 20-cent differential. So this is why I just don't mess. I think a lot of ARB money comes in, and it just ain't clean to use or bet on. So I remove the game stuff. You are all welcome to do so. You leave it if you'd like. I mean, whatever. What up, Renato? Good to see you, brother. I miss you too, man. We got to catch up. I know I randomly was like, I'm going to go live on Twitch this week a couple times. Makes no sense. Nobody here on Twitch even knows who I am or where I am these days. Look at it. Check it out. Buddy. This is our next conversation. Espressos. Going to change your life. What's up, bro? Donuts will always fill your pockets with green. That's right, man. That is right. Oh, I love this guy. Appreciate you, dude. Appreciate you. All right, let's get back to it. Let's make some more money here, though. We got plays rolling in. Looks like a bunch just populate. Oh, it's because I unselected longer than whale. Let's put that back on. All right, let's go over to the positive expected value tool. Oh, actually, hold on. Before we move on, let me show you something. I'm going to go to the Sharp Money Radar, and I'm going to show you. Look at the record. Are you ready? Overs. The Sharp Money Radar tool is 38-16 for plus 17.5 units profit. $100 per bet. You're up $17.50. That is absurd. You want to see the other side of it, though? Look at the unders. 48-34. What is that about? Try to do quick math. 8% ROI. I mean, not terrible. It ain't great, though. I think it's about 8%. 8% ROI. That's good. We'll take it. But I was actually shocked to see the overs. 30% ROI. I mean, that's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. So I think the EV optimizers, like, they're going to be much better for unders for sure, I would assume, just based on the NBA. But the SMR, the Sharp Money Radar right now, absolutely king for the overs. I was absolutely stunned when I saw that when I was reviewing all my bets. So keep that in mind. Keep that in mind, my friends. Let me put all my stateside books down here. Bally, Benham Jim. I'll leave up the pick'em stuff for you because I love you and I want you to see it. All right. I've got, let's add points. Let's add assists. NHL, we'll leave on shots on goals. That continues to clean house. Oh, I need to leave assists there and points. Okay. All right. Let's see what pops up today. So what I like to do on the EV optimizer here is I put an odds band, a fair odds band. So I essentially am saying I don't want anything longer than a minus 106. Like, I don't want any like plus 180s popping up. Does that make sense? I just don't. You'll see NHL is absurd. And let me bring up the Twitter account. So the company Twitter, we bring this over here for you. Company Twitter has been absurd. All right. This is company Twitter at MySperry Edge. That's too zoomed in for the stream. Oh my gosh. Caching everything. There it is. 9-1 this week on the plus EV NHL picks. All right. So I essentially am just like, hey, social media team, just post stuff and just track it with the tracker. So we'll have a social media tracker and I'll see how they're doing. Pretty freaking cool. And they texted me and they're like, dude, you got to check this out. The EV has been insane. Positive expected value on NHL has been absurd. And I started to look at it and they ain't wrong. There's a ton of NHL volume. Like I could remove NBA. There's a ton of NHL volume, and a lot of it lives on Novig. I think it's kind of like this thing where you got to start paying attention to the sports and the apps that they do well on. Because I think that's another element. Like I talked about this. Here's my concept of how I use the plus EV finder. DVig lines are great. Yes, absolutely. Okay. Fair odds, blah, blah, blah. You can read all this as you like. But the one extra step here, targeting plays on FanDuel and Pinnacle that are 15 to 20 cents better. All right. Than what the fair odds are. Or excuse me, what the line is that we have. Example, Sean Monahan, over 1.5 shots on goal. No clue who he plays for. Minus 110 on Novik. Where's FanDuel? Where's Penny? Are they available? Bet Online is. That's a sharp one. Pinnacle, minus 147. Pinnacle's a little bit sharper for NHL from what I've heard. So maybe they're the better reference point. NBA, definitely FanDuel Sportsbook. Here's another one, minus 110. Pinnacle, 30. That's 37 cents better. 29 cents better in FanDuel. Look at all these plays. They're absurd. This one is 44 cents better than Pinnacle. This is for Panarin. This is crazy. So, yeah, I see why people are telling me, dude, you are playing the wrong props. You need to be playing NHL shots on goal. And I see the light. It's so soft over there on Novig. It's absurd. How is this possible? Just plays all over the board. All over the board. So I wanted to highlight that today. I know we usually stick to NBA for these shows, but I did want to highlight that NHL has been absolutely incredible for specifically the EV Finder. I don't know about the Sharp Money Radar. So for my site users, if you have not used the EV Finder yet, maybe start with NHL. I don't know. That seems like it could be absolutely free. Let's find some NBA bets, though. I know that's what you're here for. We're only one bet in. I know I've been yapping a lot today. We got 180 people across the internet and all the different platforms watching. If you guys can just do me a huge favor. What am I going to say? Chat, how can you help me right now? 180 people watching, about to get their 9th day straight of wins on the live show. What can you do to help me? NHL shots on goal have been my engine this winter, says Sean. I love that. Let's go, Mad Dog. Making bank. Thank you, Amp. Yes. Hit that like button, y'all. Let's go. Run up the likes. Run them up. Let's go. Help me build the second channel. Remember, this is not the primary YouTube channel. There's a difference. There's an extra 0 in the other one. 50,000 subscribers on the one YouTube channel. This one, only 5,000. We got to even them out. We got to get this one up to the other one. We got to match them. Help me. Help me. I got to grow the new channel, will you? I got big plans for this channel. I got big plans for the other one, too. But that one's on the back burner right now while we're doing these daily live shows. So help me. This is the live show. This is the Bets for Breakfast channel. Live, daily, Monday through Friday, 9 a.m., helping you make money, finding bets for you. That's it. Nice and simple. Nothing convoluted. That's what this show is. Tristan Da Silva. I don't mind this at all. And I was thinking about him for the other day. We played him for like PRA. His 3-point attempts volume is up. But what I really like is the minutes. One thing I love to do is I go to the minutes filter on these player cards. And I like to see when they play a certain amount of minutes, and that's like a locked in, What type of volume am I getting for certain opportunities? Tristan De Silva is often playing 30 at 30 plus minutes. He continues to cash, so on and so forth. And there again, Charlotte. Charlotte's been playing great ball. Great ball. It's incredible. If I combine the two channels, 55,000 subs. That's a good point, bro. The math is mathing. This is an interesting play here. This is very interesting. One thing I always like to try to monitor, though, a little bit for NBA, for over specifically, is when I'm looking at this stuff, I want to know that, certain players are out, Anthony Black, so on and so forth. But listen, we have a 33-cent differential against FanDuel. I'm locking this in right now. Again, default amount, $100, perfect for me. Novig, minus 114. Over there on Novig, you can use Novig if you want. Code Donuts, give it a look. Clearly a phenomenal site for player props, specifically NHL. Now, I don't have FanDuel here for Adem Bona, which means I would default to Pinnacle, and I don't have them. I have Bet Online, which is another sharp book, in my opinion. And look at the odds, minus 123. 19-cent differential. That is good. However, this is quite low compared to what we usually can find. A play like this, I fade. I pass. Here's an interesting one. Let's take a look at him. FanDuel, minus 172 for Jalen Green. I would deep link this bad boy up to probably a minus 140 or so, honestly. It would still be better than the rest of these books. A minus 172 is absurd. Let me make sure it didn't log me in. I don't want any personal account info going there. Yeah, it's trying to log me in. Forget it. That's a good play, though. I'm not even going to think twice about it. Jalen Green over 2.5 threes. Bang. Thing is, I will say this. Oh, no, my internet's starting to slow down. I would say this. The plays over on Novik, because of the show, and I know people are betting. They're betting while I'm streaming right now. They soak up the liquidity real quick. So be mindful. Be mindful. How about Will O'Reilly? He's been getting more run out there for Washington. Matchup against Detroit is very difficult. Very difficult. Minus 152 odds on FanDuel. I do like any unders against Detroit. Here's Will O'Reilly. The minutes are up. The minutes are up for sure. Player to 30 plus very frequently. But man, this matchup is very difficult. Just played Detroit a few days ago, actually, on the 17th. 37 minutes in that game, finished with 3 rebounds. You look at the 4.5 line, you can see it's incredibly juiced everywhere. Minus 118 on Bet Rivers. Beautiful on Bet Parks as well. Yeah, plug and play. Now, I'm leaving it for Bet Rivers. That's a New York book. I'm running it. You see how I'm doing this, y'all? I'm just being selective. There's so many options. Oh, come on, site. I swear, it's when I'm streaming. Somebody told me this is normal. This is a bandwidth thing. Like when you're streaming, your computer's doing all sorts of crap. I got 2 different software things are open. I've got let me check my internet speed. Oh, great. My was it megabytes? Mbps is usually like 500. I'm hardwired. It's at like 30 something right now. It's toggling around 30. So I don't know what's up with my internet. But this has been going on for years while I'm live streaming. It is what it is. I must just have like poor bandwidth or something for this stuff. Cade Cunningham has been diagnosed with a collapsed lung. Yikes. Sheesh. That's rough. Yo, good morning, Danny. Is there any shots on goal for the Oilers versus Panthers game tonight? Let me circle back to that. Let's keep following this breadcrumbs here for plus EV. Minus 125, Tyler Hero under 4.5. FanDuel minus 161. I love seeing that. Another retail book, BetMGM, you can take advantage of often. Similar to Hard Rock, just very soft. My only hesitation here is that we're getting Tyler Hero playing a ton of minutes. Put him at 30 plus minutes, and this is a very sweaty bet. It's a very sweaty bet. So, and I don't think they have Wiggins yet either. Like, he's just locked into minutes and opportunity. That's a tough one. It's a tough play. I'm going to be a little selective here. And listen, 2 trains of thought here. Number one, if they show up as good math, which this does, 3.8% expected value, also check marks the FanDuel. comparison where you're getting way better odds. The problem is, though, I know enough about basketball too, and I watch enough, at least the good games. I know enough about these players. There's certain lines and numbers that I just like, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander at 29.5 points. Yeah, I'm slamming the over every time. So on and so forth. This is a tough number. This is a tough number at 4.5. Oh, hold up. It's not rebounds, it's assists. Still, it is not a great number for him, for a guy with such a high usage rate. I would almost wish this were a plus odds play. Lakers, second leg of a back-to-back as well, traveling into Miami. That's a tough one. I don't know. How about Sexton threes? We played this a few times. 27-cent differential against FanDuel. Over 1.5 threes. It's been cashing that like, whoa. Did not play last game, did he? Wow. He played yesterday, huh? Took 1 3-point attempt in 18 minutes. What the heck is that? Is he okay? Didn't he? He came back after 10 days off? All right. So injury concerns maybe. I would wait on this one. I would look into that. Let's move back over to Sharp Money Radar, see if anything's popped up. If not, we're going to go over to the projections and stuff like that. Optimizer. Maybe the DFS optimizer. I know y'all hankering for some DFS plays. Brutal. Come on, internet. Always when I go live. I'm literally turning the Wi-Fi off on my phone and everything. Sheesh. Jalen Suggs, new play here has popped up. All right, let's talk about it. So you got plus 110, very nice odds here. You got to love the longer odds stuff here. Plus 110 on ProfitX has $1,100 backing it. You can get identical odds on BetMGM. Everywhere else, you are very minus EV to take these types of plays. I mean, I'm kind of okay, but at the same token, like I said, you have all day to wait around for this for better plays. But if you don't have all day and you're like, man, I got a few minutes to get some plays in, during work or school or something like that. Well, you got to do what you got to do. You got to play what you can play. So that might not be the worst. Tobias Harris. All right, here's a decent price picks play. You got $1,000 backing it on ProfitX under 2.5 assists. Minus 118 price picks if you wanted to run it out over there. Tobias Harris, he can rack up the assists sometimes for sure, but definitely one of those guys that is reliant on his 4 to 5 potentials, and he needs some guys to hit down some shots or cut to the basket, some Oscar Thompson dunks. This is a good play in my opinion, especially in a game that could be a blowout. So, yep, I'm a fan of it. Tobias Harris under 2.5 assists. Here's the other part though. Remember, Sharp Money Radar has been much better for overs. So take that for what it's worth. Man, Sharp Money coming in on unders for Detroit tonight. Interesting. What are they thinking? Blowouts? Osser capped at 30 minutes. Has not mattered. Kid just hustles. Matchup oh my gosh. Both games against the Wizards, 9 and 7 and only 33 and then only 27 minutes a couple days ago. Man, doesn't need a lot of opportunity, that's for sure. Buzz RA. Wow. PRA. I'm just thinking aloud now, but if we have potential blowouts tonight, man, but they got no Cunningham. Out indefinitely. Detroit playoff hopes. Yikes. Hope he recovers quickly. Oh, so frustrating. I appreciate feedback like this, Armando. Thank you. Link is in the description. Also pinned in chat. I think I like Duren tonight for some stuff. I don't know what. Rebounds against Washington, maybe. How many minutes did he play? 31? RA could feast for Durant tonight. The RA could feast. Because I'm just thinking, like, if no Cunningham, maybe games start playing a little closer. 30 plus minutes. Do you plan for rebounds? I mean, if Durant is on the court for 30 minutes against a poor shooting Washington, yeah, I think Durant rebounds is actually pretty darn good play. Wow. I'm just thinking aloud. I mean, I'm just hearing this information about Cade. What's up, Coke? Sharp money fed. I love that, dude. Congrats. Good hits yesterday. Keep it up in the community channel. You got a little following growing, man. You're doing really well. Yeah, I like this a lot, actually. I'm going to take a quick screenshot because I don't want to forget this one. I'm going to look into it a little bit more off air and maybe post for members. I don't know. I'll have to look at this. It's an interesting play. Interesting play. Let's keep going, though. What was I in the middle of? Sharp Money Raider? Oh, boy. Giddy bounce back? Who can trust it? Well, Silva popped up again. Wendell Carter Jr. So only $593. Bet. Listen, again, to an extent, sometimes you got to bend the knee on these pick'em apps, especially an app that forces like power threes. Bulls just absolutely blown out last night. Just disaster piece of a game. Absolute disaster piece. 3 assists for Giddy, no boards. Like what? I mean, the guy had 15, 11, 13, 12. I mean, what? Just absurd. Absurd showing for the Bulls. Bounce back? Maybe. They suck. 17.5 is a nice low number. I will say that. Giddy at 30 plus minutes. I mean, you have to not have a blowout. That's the problem for a crappy team. Look at Giddy when he plays 30 plus minutes. Free. Literally free. Assists, free. Rebounds, free. Rebounds and assists, free. It's absurd. It's absurd. Look at Giddy when he plays less than 30. That's what you're betting on. If you think tonight's a blowout, you're betting on the under, man. My gosh. This is absurd. Cap Giddy at 30, and he's going under. Let the man run 30. He's making you money. How do you bet this? I don't know the answer. I'm asking you. How do you bet it? Chat, what do we like? Over or under here? Remember, hit that sub button for me on YouTube. This is the second channel. We're trying to grow. If you keep growing out my channel with me, grow it out with me, the second channel here, I will continue live streaming Monday through Friday at 9 a.m. Eastern, including for the MLB season. I have no reason to stop here if this channel grows. That's the goal. Bets for breakfast every single morning. I am here for you, looking at bets, especially coming up with baseball. I cannot wait. It's going to be fun. Very excited, but I need people to keep showing up. And we're doing pretty well today. 200-something people are watching, about 80 or so on the second YouTube channel. That's a great start. So let's keep going. We like the under. What's the spread for this game? Let's go look at that, actually. 13-point spread. Oh, my gosh. 13.5 on 7 different books. 12.5 and a bunch of others. Jeez. Listen, if this game sucks, you're cooked. One of those spots where I might just stay away, honestly. What about the young guns? Bazelis going to run in blowout, potentially? Rebounds then? Maybe points and rebounds? Not a big assist guy. Well, he's been playing a lot better. He's a pretty good draft pick, in my opinion. Is this his 3rd year? It's getting better every year. Yeah, that's what I mean, man. Yeah, you're right. No Isaac Stewart, too. Yeah, that 11.5 rebounds are a really interesting play. I like it a lot. I saved that photo for a reason. I didn't even mean to go down this path of researching play-by-plays. I meant to use the tools, Sharp Money Raider and stuff like that. Not it's just not a lot popping. Let's see, projections. I'm gonna be real with you. I have not been a fan of the projections at the end of the year. They're just so volatile. I think we're at the part of the season, honestly, where, by the way, Chris Dunn unders are always great if Kawhi Leonard is active. But the matchup against the Pelicans after losing was just ridiculous. You got to think they got a bounce back spot. But look, Dunn with Kawhi, great. Unders are great. Dunn without Kawhi, he hits the overs. It's tried and true here. Now, it's the second leg of a back-to-back. So if Kawhi sits for whatever reason, then, you're cooked. But I think the unders for Chris Dunn are interesting tonight. Kawhi got hurt again last night? All right, then, yeah, I ain't touching this. Thank you. Appreciate that, Rava. Booker continues to go nuclear. Do we run him out for points tonight against the Spurs? Great defense. Do we care? He's played the Spurs 3 times. Looks like he must have got hurt on this game on the 19th. I don't know what happened here. 9 minutes of action. Seems like his first rotation. 35 and 38 minutes the previous 2, 28 and 24 points. What's his shot volume been at? Oh my gosh. 21, 21, 18, 21, 31, 20, 24, 27. Dude's just scoring buckets now. All right, let's take a look at something here. Let's give him 30 plus close game. Let's give him 20 plus field goal attempts. 0-20. Well, I guess the same number. Wow, look at that. Oh, he hovers around there. Is it 26 and a half anywhere? No. Oh my gosh. What about maybe a little parlay action? 25 plus alt line? Oh, stretch. Oh, man. Jalen Green's finally shooting well, man. That's an interesting play. I'll say it now. Let's check out Wemby. He's been slamming. We had his rebounds over an 11.5 on the 16th. That was a nice win. That was a Sharp Money Radar play, if I recall correctly. Yeah. Okay. So I've talked about this a few times. Oh, we had the under 11.5. That was on the 17th because I said it was the second leg of a back-to-back and his minutes are always down. I showed them all. It happened again. Only 22 minutes. Went under. We got, a day rest now. He's good to go. When these games are competitive, my guy's playing 30. Okay. Suns playing competitive basketball. Wemby plus odds for 12 plus boards. I do like it. I do like it. How about points and rebounds? Oh, yeah. Yeah, I think points and rebounds for Wemby is interesting tonight. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. The Suns are getting banged in the paint. Wemby should have his way. I am way off my show script, my normal show script. I usually live on the tools here, and I'm getting stuck looking over the slate and researching. And I don't know if this is good or bad. What do y'all think? Very different. but I'm going down the rabbit hole. So I mentioned this yesterday. We got it at like plus 105, right? What was our what were the odds for the bets? Luca minus 105. Free. Look at the odds today. I told y'all. Look at his 3-point attempts. It's absurd. Close games, 30 plus minutes. Look at the threes. Double-digit attempts literally all the time. Take away the 30, still ain't bad. My guy came out of, or I guess this was January, end of January, just launching threes. The 3-point volume, way up. It's way up. It's absurd. But unfortunately, the minus 105 yesterday is gone now. Do I like Harden's assists against the Bulls? Well, let's take a look at that one really quick. He was actually somebody I was thinking about. That comes down to the blowout factor, and I actually like the under today because think about it like this. If we end up getting a blowout, all right, and he gets capped at, I always kind of use the 30-point marker here. What type of upside do we have? And the other question you have to ask yourself is, why is it a blowout? Did Harden contribute by distributing? Did he score? I kind of think it's a Donovan Mitchell night for scoring. I got to take 30-minute filter off. D-Mitch. I think D-Mitch just lights up the Bulls tonight. He's played them twice here, had 5 and 4 threes. Bulls long running issues outside the perimeter, and they've not gotten better. Guys like Jaden Ivey supposed to come play some defense. He's gone. Sexton is a sieve on defense. So I think that Donovan Mitchell kind of pops off tonight. So the only concern I guess I have is that James Harden, he might be in distributor role tonight. Mitchell's PRA is at 35.5 tonight. What was I looking at? Oh, that's right. Doncic. I have another thought too. Reeves. Okay. So Jekyll and Hyde. I don't know what he is offensively right now. I think he doesn't know what he is offensively right now. We continue to have games like this, and it makes no sense to me. 36, 35, 32, 33 minutes, 11, 12, 10 shots in 3 of those 4 games. 39 minutes last night, 9 shots against the Rockets. What is he? Will the real Austin Reeves please stand up? I don't know how to bet on him. The one thing we need to pay attention to, and I think that simply is LeBron James playing or not. I was going to say Bronny. Well, he ain't Bronny. If LeBron is playing, I think you got to look at assists. If Bron is not playing, I think you could look at probably his PA. And I'm going to bring up Underdog real quick. We got an Underdog X account. Bron scored 30 last night. Let's go. Doncic averaging 38 points over his last 7 games. Crazy. All right, I can't scroll back far enough while I'm live. Doesn't matter. All right, let's move on. Let me get back to my actual goal today. I did not mean to sit here and look at all these stats and trends. I just don't. Let's look at the DFS optimizer. 250 people watching across the internet right now. Second YouTube channel, trying to grow it. Please subscribe to the channel if you're watching and enjoying. I'm live Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. Eastern, here finding you bets. 8 shows, 8 days of pure profit, 6 and 3 yesterday on the show. We've been researching more than making actual bets today, though. That's a problem. We're only 5 bets in. We got to get some more on the line here. We got to get more bets in because I'm trying to get you like this. That's the goal. MySparryEdge.com. This is my website. This is why I use it for my shows because this is how I bet on sports. All right, Miles Bridges. All right, quickly. Helpful hints. The one thing I continue to forget to add here is that I like to compare the implied odds of these pick'em apps versus the sharp odds. Yes, of course, which are different than fair odds, and I can talk about that later. But then I want to compare versus FanDuel. It's just like this extra layer of checking. So like this one is great. Minus 118 implied for was that pick 3, power 3, and flex 6? Is that correct? I don't have price picks, but is that correct? I think so. Math people did this for me. You get 18-cent differential versus the sharp odds, which is the sharp books, all right, that we have deemed and then weighted. FanDuel, minus 147, secondary check. Way better. Almost 30-cent differential. Miles Bridges, again, you know, you could research this stuff if you'd like. Played Orlando 3 times, 4, 2, and 1. Threes in those games, took 6, 6, and 5 attempts. You know, not a high volume 3-point shooter. Only needs to make 2. You know, Bridges at 30 plus when healthy. Is at 63% of the time. Click that off. I think it's an interesting play. I'm not a huge fan of overs for the NBA, but for the sake of tracking some things, let's do it. Another price picks play here, and checks and balances, man. FanDuel, minus 145. So this D Mitch over 5.5 assists, you know, in play, in play based on math. But gosh, just don't feel great about it. Just don't feel great. I try to stay away from these 13-point games. You know, 13.5-point spread. Just dangerous, man. LaMelo. Banchero under for rebounds. Kind of scary right now. Oh, this LaMelo. LaMelo assists. Man, there was a time when we would have loved LaMelo at 6.5. Minutes. Listen, we got a competitive game, 30-plus minutes. He's cashed in 2/3 of the games this year. He's played Orlando? Yeah, 13, 5, and 7. They're playing a deep bench right now. Kobe White, you know, I think has capped his minutes a little bit. Banchero's rebounding like a madman lately. That is a concern. Again, could you blindly run out these things and just not worry about it and just run the, just run out the math? Yeah, you could, and you probably should. I struggle with it. I struggle with it with the optimizers a little bit. This is sometimes a problem, you know. It's like you get in your own way a little bit. Bet 365 for March Madness early payouts with 10-point leads. I will miss Bet 365, dude. Oh my gosh. Let's go back to the Sharp Money Raider. I'm done researching. I don't want to do it anymore. I just want to use this. Oh my word. We got a ton. Oh my gosh. Why didn't somebody say something? We got 10 plays on the board. Lock it in, baby. No, I don't know. Minus 116 on Novik. 2.8K coming in on this play. $2,800. You got a lot of sharp money on this. Sharp line of minus 116. Would I bend the knee here on Price Picks? Take a little bit of a minus EV play? Yeah, probably, because I think this is going to be an indication here. It's a signal where the action is going to be going. I think the retail books stateside start moving a little bit, and then Price Picks ends up being a value. That's a nice play. I mean, Luka, we just talked about him, though. You know, minutes, absurd. Field goal attempts, absurd. 3-point attempts, absurd. His threes being at, minus 141 today we had? I think it was minus 141 for his threes. Having so many issues with my internet, dude. Now his play opens. Only thought to me is the second leg of a back-to-back. Last second leg of a back-to-back, though, he had 58. What does that mean? I don't know what that means. The other second leg of a back-to-back, freaking 53. Jeez. Played 38 minutes last night. This is his third game in 4 nights. It is on the road. There's a lot. Listen, the other two were in Houston. Away in Houston, now away in Miami. Third leg in 4 nights. Sharp money says take the over. Let's do it. Forget it. We're in. Only a 1 cent differential, but I'm okay with it. We looked at Osser. I said, let's monitor. Same with Suggs. We'll monitor. LeBron just popped up. What? Bad play. Bad play. Oh, I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're here. If you tuned in. So LeBron James over 18.5 points. You got $1,100 backing a plus 115 on Profit X. All right. Yes, BetMGM at minus 105 is better than this Novig minus 111 line. However, there's only $67 of liquidity here. The majority of the money is backing plus odds, which means you are taking this play at 20 cents worse. No, I don't do it. Run away. Not a fan. Not a fan. Now, if you can get, plus 120, for example, was there, then yeah, great play, but it ain't. Hard pass. Slightly interesting here, 4-cent differential for Bet Rivers. $1,000 coming in on Tyler Hero going under 21.5 points. I told you I'm already a little nervous, though, because of the minutes he's playing. Underdog, fixed price. You want to run it out there? Not bad. 2-pick entry. I think you got to run out plays like this most of the time, to be honest. You're not going to have like crazy differential, like super long plus EV percentages. Just doesn't happen on the pick'em apps as often. But a minus 115 underdog for a 2-pick, under 21.5 points, not bad. Not bad. Let's run it. Actually, let me look at the rest of these. It's not bad for, again, fixed price, better, minus 118. Need 3 picks over there, power 3. Con Canoopel, under 3.5 threes against Orlando. $1,000 backing a minus 124. Not bad. We already got Tristan Da Silva. We have a play in there. Luke Cornett. Oh, great play. Under 5.5 rebounds. Spurs at home against Phoenix. Almost $750 backing a minus 130. Underdog, Prize Picks, Hard Rock, all in play. Not a ton of liquidity here. I mean, I'm usually looking for $1,500, $2,000. But when you get odds differential like that, I'm in. Let's save that one. All right. So these are just not enough money. Low liquidity. Well, I'm glad I bounced back to the Sharp Money Radar. This has been so good. We go to the My Bets page. Somebody wants to see. All right. We've been cooking. I know I'm going to have a losing day soon. I know. I'm going to have a losing day soon. It's going to happen. No doubt about it. I don't know when. It's coming at some point. You want to follow along? You want to bet with me? You want to use these tools? There's the link right there. Pinned in chat, posted in chat, pinned in the description section. Click the link. Click it. I'm very excited about this product, man. I clearly am having success. And my favorite part is I'm literally showing you the journey every day for an hour at least per day on this second YouTube channel. 8 days of green. I'm going to take a fat L here sooner or later. I know it. But by then, I don't think anybody's going to care. We've been making so much money. Whew, there we go. I can click this just to see today's. Oh, yeah, no joke. How ridiculous. So anybody who's watching right now is like, what's David talking about? I post a daily parlay of the day. I have cashed 12 or 13 of them in 36 days, 37 days. All plus 400 to plus 1,700. You know, if you tail every single play at one unit, you're up like 13 units. It's absurd. Parlaying, lottos, nuts. I'm very happy. We had cashed Saturday's parlay of the day. Missed Sunday by 2 players. 2 players. It was a blowout game. We had 2 in that game. Monday, cashed. Tuesday, cashed. Last night, we went 8 for 8 on the picks. Pick number 9, Chet Holmgren, needed 12 points. He finished with 11. He only played 22 minutes and like a 90-point blowout. Freaking Brooklyn Nets suck. Needed 1 more point, and we would have cashed 3 straight parlays of the day and 4 out of the last 5 days. That would have been a celebration beyond anything I've had before. Oh, my gosh. Yes, a lot of people texted me or, tagged me on X and Discord and said Chet was questionable, so I didn't play him. And they cashed their parlay at like plus 500, plus 600, a little bit lower odds. Good for you. Smart. Bad on me. Should have known. Should have known it was going to be a blow. It was a 19.5-point spread. Mistake. Hopefully you've hit that like button no matter where you are. Let's just click through and see if we can find anything quickly, anything worth running. Colin Gillespie, moderately interesting. Under 4.5 assists against the Spurs. Very good defense. $1,000 backing plus 100 on FanDuel plus 102. Love those plus odds. 8 assists against the Spurs in February. Kind of want to focus on overs more today. Dean Wade. The overs have just been cooking. What do you guys think of plays like this? Do you play these? Yes, you're watching the live show. YouTube shows that it's live, doesn't it? And then they have like a little red circle that says live or something. Or am I thinking of the wrong app? I might be. Okay, I'm on a computer. It just says live, a little live button. That's funny. I had a bunch of assists last game, right? 5, 4. There we go. What's the line? 2.5? Let's put him at 20 minutes. Why is he playing extra right now? Who's hurt for the Suns? I know they're missing some bigs, which is why I like Wemby tonight for rebounds. Oso's getting minutes. Oh, yeah, Robert Williams. Thank you. Rabo, you're on the ball, buddy. I appreciate you, man. I'm not usually a fan of these juice lines. I'm just not. But that's an interesting one. I do like the fact that no, you know what? Now I think about it. Look, target EV plays that have 15 and 20 cent better lines than FanDuel and Pinnacle. All right? They ain't there. No FanDuel, no Pinnacle. I don't have my foundation pieces, right? I don't have my markers. Marcus Sasser. One thing we can do for Marcus Sasser today is look at how many minutes, how he's done when he's played like 30 plus minutes, because, we got why is this happening today? I have to text my dev. 30 plus minutes for Sasser with no Cade Cunningham. I want to see how he's done. Un momento. Sorry, had a text. Had something I was looking at. This is what happens every single day when I am live for this long. I go live for 1 hour because my workload just starts to pile on. It just starts to pile on so fast, right around like 10 a.m. every day. Between staff, all the social media apps, workload things that I have to take care of on the back end. I want to continue. I do want to continue. I could literally do this all day if I had the opportunity, but I really should bounce. I'm struggling. My internet continues to slow down. I actually was going to check that again. Why is it so slow? It's timing me out. Down to 20 megabytes? Yeah, I don't know what's up, man. Am I hardwired? Yeah, I'm hardwired. Yeah, I don't know. I'm going to dip, though. I can feel it. I can feel it. The mounting pressure of my day. Everyone feels that. Very normal. I appreciate y'all, though. 1 hour. Good hour. We got, 8 bets in? Not the best. I didn't feel great yesterday. We went 6-3. We have 8 bets on the line for tonight. Yeah. I think Washington could cover tonight, by the way, against Detroit with no Cade. What were they? Plus 14.5, something like that? Plus 15.5? I was thinking about that in the background while I was thinking about the plays. If no Cade, Duren over for rebounds, 30-plus minutes. Well, why did he play 30? Washington covered. So that's a nice one. Wemby over 11.5. We didn't add. These are 2 plays I got to go back and look at. Probably will end up adding them. They're very nice. Would alert Discord for those and stuff too. So, but anyways, I gotta go. I got stuff mounting though. I will be back tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. Very short show. I got stuff to do. All right. So I will not be live longer than probably 30 minutes or so. 9 a.m. to like 9:30. Hard stop. I'm out. So turn those notifications on. Set your alarms on your cell phone if you have to. 9 a.m. You get about 30 minutes with me tomorrow morning. Grab that link down below or pinned in chat, mysprearyedge.com. All right, my friends. Y'all have yourselves a wonderful day. Dr. J, wonderful idea. Thank you very much. I probably will do that after the show. Internet's pooping out 2 days straight now. So it's been something's up. I love y'all. Appreciate you. Thanks for watching. I'll be back tomorrow. Peace.